Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Istanbul for the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage draw. Today, we are joined by representatives from the teams that have qualified, all of whom are here to discover who they will be facing in this year's competition. It was, of course, Roma who won the inaugural edition of the UEFA Europa Conference League last season, beating Feyenoord in the final in Tirana. And it will be the ambition and the dream of this year's qualifiers to follow in their footsteps. Let's take a look back at the highlights from a quite brilliant first season of UEFA Europa Conference League football.
Roma, European prize winners for the very first time. The first winners of the UEFA Europa Conference League. Jose has cracked it again. The UEFA Europa Conference League is factory fresh, brand new.
To have a Gibraltarian team in the group stages it's surreal.
Gerçi Evropa futbola veretin kayası.
And for the first time, Karabakh are into the knockout round.
And the road to Tirana now comes fully into focus in the inaugural edition of this competition.
Quarti di finale della Coppa Europea, partita decisiva dell'anno, l'avevo sognata così.
Semi-final en route to the first final.
This is a giant club without the trophy room. I know what it means for them.
Feyenoord, Rotterdam plaatst zich voor de finale van de Conference League.
For the right to be, irreversibly and forever, the first winners of the Europa Conference League.
Zaniolo la mette giù, Zaniolo sotto porta, Zaniolo! Porta in vantaggio la Roma!
What an incredible season, great scenes there, and congratulations again to Roma for making history, becoming the first team ever to win the UEFA Europa Conference League. Well, it was a fantastic first season of this new tournament where more clubs from more national associations were given the chance to take part in a UEFA club competition than ever before. There were many standout performances from the players that took part, but I'd like to take this moment to congratulate Lorenzo Pellegrini and Luis Sinisterra on winning the UEFA Europa Conference League Player and Young Player of the Season awards. Pellegrini was a key member of the Giallorossi's successful campaign. He scored 5 goals and picked up 2 assists on his side's road to glory, while Sinisterra contributed 6 goals and 4 assists as Feyenoord reached their first European final since 2002. Many congratulations to both of those players. Well, now it's time to introduce our first special guest who will be assisting with today's draw. And I'm delighted to welcome a former Turkish international goalkeeper and Fenerbahce legend who helped his club break new ground in the UEFA Champions League back in 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Volkan Demirel. Hoş geldin Volkan.
Hoş bulduk. Öncelikle hepinize iyi günler diliyorum. Ülkemize geldiğiniz için çok memnunuz, çok mutluyuz. İyi ki geldiniz, hoş geldiniz.
Great to have you here. Unfortunately, that's where my Turkish ends, so I'll ask some questions in English and you can respond in Turkish. I want to talk about your career with Fenerbahce, multiple league titles, multiple domestic cups as well, but how special was that run in the UEFA Champions League back in 2008?
Şimdi benim için hayatımın en önemli anlarından bir tanesiydi ve her yaşadığımda, andığımda gururlanıyor ve onurlanıyorum. Az önce görüntülerde de görünen görüntülerdeki penaltılardan sonraki mutluluğum belki hayatımda yaşadığım bir çocuğum olduğundaki en büyük mutluluğumdu. Bir de oradaki en büyük mutluluğumdu. O yüzden benim için güzel anılardı. Yaşadık, bitti. İnşallah bundan sonraki hayatımızda daha güzel anılarımızı biriktiririz.
Beautiful memories indeed. Now, 2008, there was also the UEFA European Championships, and it was a special time for you and your international teammates at that point. Just how proud of you of your achievements with that group?
Şimdi şöyle, biz Türk insanı olarak her Türk bayrağının dalgalandığı ortamda çok gururlanırız, onurlanırız. Orada da bayrağımızı üst seviyelere çıkardığımız için çok mutlu ve gururluyduk ve Türk halkını gerçekten çok sevindirdik. Onlarla beraber bu mutluluğu yaşadık. Hep beraber güzel bir başarı elde ettik.
Wonderful. Well, absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff, Volkan. Well, we are here today, of course, for the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage draw. Some very strong clubs here today, all very hungry for success, no doubt about that. Is there a particular team or two who you're keeping a close eye on?
Şimdi bu kupanın hikayesi burada başladı. İnşallah Türk takımlarımız da var. Bu kupanın hikayesi de burada biter. Ben İstanbul, Başakşehir ve Sivasspor tabii ki Türk takımları olduğu için onların mücadelelerini büyük bir keyif ve zevkle izleyeceğim.
Certainly. Well, we wish the Turkish clubs, of course, the very best of luck, and thank you again for being here today. Now, this season's final will be played at the Eden Arena in Prague on the 7th of June, and our next guest is regarded as something of a legend in the Czech Republic. He's a former UEFA Champions League winner, a former UEFA Cup winner, and he's also the ambassador for this year's final. Please welcome the UEFA Europa Conference League final ambassador, Vladimir Šmicer. Vladimir, thank you. Thank you for joining us. And a warm welcome back to Istanbul. I know this is a very special city for you. And I'd love to start there if possible. 2005, UEFA Champions League. We know what happened. You scored in that final. Very special for yourself. Can you just take me through some of your special memories from that night?
Yeah, it was, of course, a special game, a special night, great football, two teams, very competitive. And, of course, when we were 3-0 down at halftime, nobody thought we can still win it. But at the end, we finished with a cup at our dressing room. So, great night, great memories for me because it was my last game for Liverpool. Especially last kick for Liverpool was the winning penalty. So, yeah, great night for me.
Very good night, indeed.
And for the club and for the fans, of course, it was special.
Of course, one of the most iconic finals we've seen in UEFA club competitions. But of course, there will be another final in another UEFA club competition this season at the Eden Arena in Prague. Can you share a little bit about what makes that stadium so special?
Well, I think Prague is a special city. I think a lot of fans love to go to Prague, for the games, for historical part of the city. But Eden Stadium, it's my former club stadium, Slavia Prague. Is a home stadium. So I'm so glad the final can be playing there. I played there. I won the 2 titles with Slavia. So looking forward, and I'm sure it's going to be a great final.
We're very excited to be there as well. And Vladimir and Volkan, thank you again for joining us here today. I'll ask if you can take your positions now at the draw table. It is almost time to get started. Yes, the waiting is over. It's time to get the draw underway. So please welcome UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti and Tobias Hedstuck, UEFA Head of Club Competitions.
Thank you, Adriano. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage draw. We now move into the second edition of this competition, following its debut season last year, and we must say that we are very proud of the success it had in its maiden season. It captured the imagination of the players, of the clubs, of the fans, and just as importantly, gave them the chance to dream. This is exactly what happened to AS Roma, who had the privilege to lift for the first time ever this beautiful trophy, and so triggered massive celebrations of their passionate fans. Prague is the destination for this season's final, and please let me wish all the teams involved in today's draw the very best of luck over the course of the season.
Absolutely, Giorgio. Thank you very much. Well, let's take a look now at the technical procedure for this season's UEFA Europa Conference League draw.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the top 8 clubs in the club coefficient rankings, Pot 2 the following 8 clubs in the rankings, and so on for pots 3 and 4. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 clubs from the same association are paired in order to split their kick-off times, that is, 1 early and 1 late. For this reason, the 8 groups will be distinguished by colours. Groups A to D will be red, and groups E to H will be blue. When a paired club is drawn, for example, into a red group, A to D, the other paired club, once it has been drawn, will automatically be assigned to one of the 4 blue groups, E to H. Please also note that based on a decision taken by the UEFA Executive Committee, teams from Serbia and Kosovo shall not be drawn in the same group. In addition, pairing principles will also be applied between the UEFA Europa Conference League and the UEFA Europa League. Therefore, in the case of associations with 1 representative in the UECL group stage and 1 representative in the UEL group stage, these clubs will also be paired so that their matches kick off at different times. In the case of associations with 3 clubs in the same competition and 1 in the other competition, the unpaired club will be paired with the club from the other competition. The teams of Pot 1 will be drawn first. A ball is drawn at random and opened to display the name. The team drawn is placed in the first available group in alphabetical order from A to H, as indicated by the computer. For example, if the team drawn has all 8 options from A to H available, it will be automatically allocated to Group A. In a similar way, if the team drawn has only 6 options available, from C to H, it will be automatically allocated to Group C, and so on. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes and those of the teams already drawn, but also on the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. This procedure will allocate all the teams of Pot 1 to the various groups. It will then be repeated for the teams in Pots 2, 3 and 4 in that order. At the end of the draw, a computer will assign the final positions of the teams within each group. These positions will determine the order of the home and away matches, as well as defining which matches are played with an early or late kick-off. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium and city clashes are taken into account. The match calendar will be released on Saturday morning at the latest.
Well, there we have it. Now we know the procedure. We can begin the draw. A quick reminder that there are 32 clubs in today's draw. Pot 1 represents the 8 top-seeded teams, which, as you can see, include plenty of clubs with European experience, including last season's UEFA Champions League semi-finalist Villarreal, last season's UEFA Europa League semi-finalist West Ham United, and the team well known to this city, Istanbul, Başakşehir. Giorgio, if you can do the honours, please.
Thank you very much. And how can the competition be safer than in the hands, big hands of a goalkeeper? So, Volkan, the job is yours.
Good luck.
Good luck. Ready for the first name.
İstanbul, Başakşehir.
And as we are in Istanbul, we start with Istanbul, Başakşehir. For Istanbul, Başakşehir, we have Group A. So we can start. Third participation in a group stage in 4 seasons. They've done Europa League, they've done Champions League, and now Conference League. Oh. Okay. You see? It's a tough job also for a goalkeeper. Yes.
Zorista, don't open.
Can I help?
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
Just take it the right way.
We are professional, my friend.
Well.
West Ham United.
West Ham United. West Ham United goes to Group B. So Group B for West Ham. Don't worry, Volkan. It's much easier than safe penalties.
Yes, my friend.
West Ham United, semi-finalists of Europa League last season.
Villarreal.
Villarreal. Villarreal can go into Group C. Yes, please. The winners of 2021 UEFA Europa League and semi-finalists of the Champions League last year. Just one step away from the final. Another team.
AZ Alkmaar.
Now we move to the Netherlands with AZ, and AZ can take a position in Group E. Please, just remind you that we're combining here conditions of Europa League and Conference League. In the round of 16 of this competition last year, AZ Alkmaar start this year in Group E.
Ghent.
Now from the Netherlands to Belgium, not a long trip, Ghent, and Ghent can join Group F for KAA Ghent, also in the round of 16 last season, the first edition of the UEFA Conference League.
Partizan.
FK Partizan from Belgrade. Group D is the group of Partizan. You can see another one, and Partizan also made the round of 16 in the first ever Conference League. 2 teams are left to be drawn.
Slavia Prague.
One is Slavia Prague. So from where we are to where we will be in the end of May, the final Group G for Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague. They made it to the quarterfinals last year in this competition. And to conclude the pot 1, we have
Basel.
FC Basel, and Basel can be allocated to Group H, and this means that we have covered all the groups.
Thank you, Giorgio. Thank you, Volkan. 8 teams now drawn. Let's move straight on to pot 2, which includes Italian side Fiorentina, CFR Cluj from Romania, and from the Bundesliga in Germany, FC Köln. Tobias, over to you.
Thank you, Adriano. Indeed, we are ready as well.
Yep, ready.
Good, a little shuffle. And then we start to see the first opponents we can get in the first groups. Oops. Let's have a look for his team. Pot 2.
Fiorentina.
Let's have Fiorentina. The UEFA Cup winners in 1961. They join Group A together with Istanbul Başakşehir. We keep on. Let's see the next team.
FCSB.
Football Club FCSB. They are the winners 86, and they had the first appearance in the group stage since 2017-18, and they will join Group B together with West Ham United. So a good start. Keep on. Let's see the next.
Hapoel Beersheva.
Hapoel Beersheva FC from Israel. Their 4th UEFA Club competition group stage participation in 7 seasons. They enter in Group C.
Oops. Something's wrong. Yeah, something's wrong. Okay.
Yes. Perfect.
FC Köln.
Erster Fußballclub Köln, the first appearance in the group stage since 2017-18, and they join Group D together with FK Partizan. So half of the groups we have for pot 2. Let's have a look at the remaining. This opens well.
Apollon Limassol.
Apollon Limassol from Cyprus, their first appearance as well in UEFA Club competition since 2018-19, and they join Group E there together with AZ Alkmaar. So 3 more left. Let's see.
FK Molde.
Molde FK from Norway, their second participation in the group stage of the UEFA competition in the 3 seasons, and they will enter Group F, and here together with Ghent. So Ghent and Molde in Group F. We have 2 more left. Let's see who will enter in the 2 remaining groups.
Cluj.
CFR Cluj, the champion from Romania, the second successive season in the Conference League group stage. They go then to Group G together with Slavia Prague. And then we have 1 more left. Yep. We know who it is. We know where they should go. So let's confirm it with the last draw of pot 2.
Slovan Bratislava.
SK Slovan Bratislava as well. Second time in a row in the Conference League group stage. They go as expected into Group H together with FC Basel. That's it for pot 2. Back to you.
Thank you, Toby. So we're halfway through the draw now. Already some intriguing matches to look forward to in these groups. I think Group A, our hosts here, Istanbul Başakşehir against Fiorentina, certainly one to keep a close eye on there. Group G, Slavia Praha and CFR Cluj as well. But plenty more to come. It is time for Pot 3 with teams like Nice from France, Anderlecht from Belgium and Sivasspor from here in Turkey. Giorgio, back over to you.
Yes, we are ready to go ahead as the groups are taking shape. We are allocating now a third team. And we start with this one.
Heart of Midlothian.
The Heart of Midlothian from Scotland in Group A, together with Istanbul Başakşehir and Fiorentina. We have the Hearts back after a long period to UEFA competitions. Last time in group stage it was in 2004-2005. Need help? We help. Yeah.
You are strong, man.
Here we go. No, I'm not strong. I just follow the line.
Vaduz.
And now FC Vaduz, first time of Liechtenstein. Congratulations in a UEFA group stage competition. So Group E is the group of FC Vaduz together with AZ Alkmaar and Apollon Limassol.
Shamrock Rovers.
And this time from the Republic of Ireland, Shamrock Rovers. Group F is the group of Shamrock Rovers. Their first appearance in the group stage since 2011-2012. Anderlecht. The Belgian side of RC Anderlecht. Group B for Anderlecht, where they find West Ham United and Football Club FC SB, the winners of 5 European titles, combining UEFA Cup, Cup Winners' Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. Anderlecht back to competition.
Austria Wien.
And now we move to Austria Wien. Group C for Austria, together with Villarreal and Hapoel Beersheva. We have only 3 teams left. Austria Wien back after 5 seasons to our competitions.
Nice.
OGC Nice. The group of Nice is Group D. They are together with Partizan and Cologne for OGC Nice, twice finalist of the European Cup a long time ago, 1957 and 1960. Sivasspor from Turkey. Again, Group G is the group of Sivasspor. They will play against Slavia and against Cluj. Only one team is left. Let's see the name of the team for Group H.
Žalgiris.
And this is Žalgiris Vilnius, which is taking Lithuania, their country, to a European group stage for the very first time. Congratulations also to Lithuania and to Žalgiris, of course, together with Basel and Slovan Bratislava in Group H.
Lovely stuff. Well, that completes Pot 3. 3 of the 4 teams in each group have now been drawn, and there's already some standout matches. Let's take a look at Group B. West Ham United and Football Club FCSB were joined there by Anderlecht. Group D, FK Partizan, FC Köln and Nice. One more pot to go, though. Let's move on now to our final pot. And it features 5 clubs making their UEFA Club Competition group stage debut, including FC Punic from Armenia, RFS from Latvia, and Volkan from Kosovo. Tobias, back to you.
Thank you, Adriano, and we are ready again. So let's start. Let's see which teams will close the groups from pot 4, and then we will see how the setup for the new season will be.
RFS.
RFS from Latvia, the champion, their first appearance in a group stage of an UEFA competition, and they join in Group A together with Istanbul Başakşehir, Fiorentina and Heart of Midlothian to close Group A. We keep on. Let's see, it opens.
Silkeborg.
Silkeborg EF from Denmark, the first season in UEFA club competition since 2001-2002, and they will enter in Group B together with West Ham Football Club, FCSB and RSC Anderlecht. Another exciting group closed here in Group B. Keep on and see which team will be next.
Dnipro.
Dnipro -1 from Ukraine, their first season in an UEFA club competition as well. They join Group E here together with AZ Alkmaar, Apollon Limassol and FC Vaduz, and therefore Group E closed as well. Keep on.
Lech Poznań.
Lech Poznan from Poland, the champion from Poland, their second participation in the last 3 seasons, and they join Group C here together with Villarreal, Hapoel Beersheva and FK Austria Wien from Austria. So Group C closed as well, halfway through. Let's see. Next, the remaining open groups.
Djurgårdens.
Djurgårdens EF from Sweden, quarterfinalists in the first edition in 1955-56, and they will join in Group F here together with Gent, Molde and Shamrock Rovers. So Group F closed as well, and we carry on. Let's see the remaining teams and where they will be drawn.
Balkani.
Balkani, the first time for Kosovo in a group stage in a UEFA club competition, and also, of course, also their first season. And they will be joined in Group G together with Slavia Praha, Cluj, and Sivasspor. So 2 more left. All the remaining groups are clear. Group D and Group H still open. Let's see.
FC Punic.
FC Punic from Armenia, also their first appearance in a group stage of an UEFA club competition, and they will join Group H, therefore together with Basel, Slovan Bratislava and Žalgiris Vilnius. So 1 more left. We know who. We know where they would go. Let's confirm it.
FC Slovácko.
FC Slovácko from Czech Republic, the cup winner, and also their first appearance in a group stage of an UEFA club competition, and they obviously go in Group D. So they're together with Partizan, Cologne and Nice, and therefore we have all the groups. And back to you.
Fantastic, Toby. Thank you. So there we have it. We now know all the groups in this year's UEFA Europa Conference League for the group stage. Let's take another look at them now for confirmation. We'll start with Group A. Istanbul Başakşehir, Fiorentina, Heart of Midlothian and RFS. Group B, West Ham United, Football Club, FCSB, Anderlecht and Silkeborg. Group C, Villarreal, Hapoel Beersheva, Austria Wien and Lech Poznan. In Group D, FK Partizan, FC Köln, Nice and Slovatsko. Turning the page now to Group E, AZ Alkmaar, Apollon Limassol, FC Vaduz and Dnipro. Group F, KAA Ghent, Molde, Shamrock Rovers and Djurgården. Group G, Slavia Praha, CFR Cluj, Sivasspor and Balkani. And finally, Group H, FC Basel, Slovan Bratislava, Žalgiris and FC Punic. Many thanks to our special guest today, Volkan Demirel. Thank you for joining us. Vladimir Šmicer, our final ambassador, and Toby and Giorgio. Thank you, as always. Great job. Well, the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage kicks off on Thursday, the 8th of September. And may I take this opportunity to wish the very best of luck to all of the clubs involved. Here's to an exciting second season of UEFA Europa Conference League football. From all of us here in Istanbul, goodbye and thank you for watching.